Salman Khan. And
who doesn't love Katrina?
I don't know Salman. I don't know.
Well, and I think it's safe to say that we probably know more about them than they know about themselves. We've been following their every move for the longest time. I do want to say, the stars are here. A big thank you on behalf of Golden Touch Productions for all of you to come out here again. Like I said, it's such short notice. A double bonanza for us because the event is a couple of days away and then the press conference today. And also quickly want to introduce you to the team of Golden Touch Productions, the team that is actually responsible for the stars being here. So a big thank you to Amita Bharda and Bhavini Joshi. Also to Max Makijani, to Deepak Bohra and Archana Bohra, to Mo Polani and Kuki Polani, to Sanjeev Massey, to Kunjeet and Gautam Rana, to Viru Pala, Vijay Suri, of course, and Prasad Magina. So let's hear a round of applause for Golden Touch Productions.
Okay, Srijan, let me get started with the questions.
Yes, so again, just to remind you, we will call out your name, the questions are pre-selected, and please ask the questions exactly as you entered it here, and do keep it short because we are short of time. So first question, Reena Rathod.
Rinaji, your question.
It's okay, we can actually hear you. You can just talk. Yes, now we can.
Okay, welcome to the radio. We are super excited to see you guys perform. We've been waiting this like forever, I guess. My question to Salman is... I'm a print journalist. My question to Salman is, when you mount a concert, like a tour as massive as this, and you're performing in several places, right? So for every concert, and it's like technically like a very sound show. I saw some videos and so how do you ensure, then you like personally and even like entire team, how do you maintain freshness in every concert? Because it involves like a lot more than just yourself, right? Or do you like improvise?
Now with social media. Yep. So now with social media gets really difficult because you perform and people are actually watching your concert through their telephones, like you're doing right now. So it's difficult, so we've got to work a lot harder and improvise. So the acts remain the same because they're the best songs that we have. So we just keep on improvising, keep on working harder, and that's it. And you guys keep on posting it and making a huge success. But it's a lot of hard work, a lot of production involved, and a lot of beauty.
This particular show has got an absolutely amazing, spectacular production. When you come to see it, for me, shows are a big passion. It's a big part of songs and the movies that we do. And when I saw this one, I have to say it's quite a few steps above anything that has ever come here before. The way the boys have put it together, the light, the design, each act, the way each act is designed, it's really, really something spectacular to see. And every city there is a slight change, like there's small tweaks that each artist does for each city. They're very small, but it could be something as simple as the costume is a bit different. But in every city that you go, I think you're gonna see a spectacle that you've not seen before, for sure.
Thank you. And Poonamji from Sitare.
We're having a great time performing. The whole energy is like really amazing. Everyone gets along, and the vibe on stage is really, friendly, like a family performing together. And what we've seen from the audiences, they've been having a great time. They've been really loving the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, can I? Yeah, here. Hi, my name is Poonam. I'm from Sitare TV. Where is the mic?
टेंशन मत करो
I got so nervous, sir. So my name is Poonam from Sitare TV. Welcome to the Bay Area, and thank you the entire team to bring the dream team here. My question is, I've been hearing on that Facebook that you are.
Team came here.
No, I know you are. I didn't get to meet them. You are our dream team
And
too.
Dream team did not do so well.
Well,
So now Dream team is going to perform with us now.
that's good.
That's the wrong Bible in the right church.
Yeah, well, you are a dream come true, right? Right. So my question is, I've been seeing that on the Facebook that you are going to bring love to the Bay Area, and I want to see the peak review of that love. Can we have some love song or line?
Love talk.
Love song.
Love song.
मैंने प्यार किया.
That you will get to see on stage. You'll get to see a lot of love on stage. A lot of fun, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. I think it's one of the best shows that I've ever done. The reason I've not been here for the last 12 years is because I wasn't really happy with what I was doing with the production, with just the whole, the way the shows were going.
Right.
So we put up this DaBangg tour. We did Hong Kong, we've done New Zealand, Australia, lots of shows in India, and everywhere so far has been like sold out, and we're really excited. Even though it gets like really hectic, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
So we perform, we leave, the next day again we're performing, and the next day after that also we're performing. But the energy level just keeps on rising. We're just really excited to do this.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have Reena Rao from TV Asia.
Hi, welcome to Bay Area. I'm Reena Rao. Question is, how does it feel after coming back to US after such a long time to perform? That's for you. And how does it feel to perform with this team, Katrina? Thank you.
So for you it is, how does it feel like performing with me? For me it's been a really long time. In fact, Australia and New Zealand I went there and I performed there for 20 years. Yeah, so I was like really nervous whether there are people going to be sitting in the audiences in the auditorium, or we're just going to be performing to an empty stadium. But we were totally sold out there as well. Hong Kong, people were watching the performance from their buildings as well as from the streets. So we had a good run. We had a good run in this one. We're fortunate. We're lucky. It's just the vibe of the whole DaBangg tour is really awesome. We're really happy to be here.
We love you, Salman!
And I think the second part of the question was for Katrina. For me, performing on stage, the last two shows, Atlanta and Chicago, was really amongst the best shows that I've ever done in my life. The crowd was incredible. I've been here, I think about a year and a half or 2 years ago, in San Jose, and honestly, the San Jose crowd was the best crowd.
And you believe that?
That was
Actually, really were. There was a lot of excitement. You were there?
Yes, we were.
There was so much excitement, there was so much energy, so I'm looking forward to even a bigger and better response, and the show is incredible.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. And Vidya from India Post.
Hi, Salman and Katrina. So much
Can you
talk.
please keep the mic closer?
Yeah, so much talked about the stars. I want to know about the technical and the production crew who's working behind this great show. So can you give us a sneak peek of what are the technical aspects and what we're going to see on that day?
So technically, this is one of the largest shows that Indian cinema has done. And we've got 2 teams traveling with us, and 2 sets of equipment, 3 sets of equipment, the same. Thanks. Yeah, so it's a huge production. And show. The stage looks really good. The performances look really good. She's killing it on the stage. So is Jackie and Daisy. That guy, what's his name? Paul. Manish Paul. He's really, really funny. And Prabhudeva sets the stage on fire. He's really good. So all the performances are really, really, really good. And there's a lot of interaction, there's a lot of humor. The entries are really, really cool. So it's been, we've done our best so that you guys come and you guys enjoy the concert and, you know, not get embarrassed of, you know, these Indian stars came there, our stars came and, you know, they were like, aise thanda.
We are looking forward. We are looking forward. Thank you.
You'll like it. You'll like it, I'm sure.
Thank you. Amrita from INDTV.
Hi, Katrina and Salman. Actually, Katrina already answered my question, so I'm going to tweak it, but don't worry, it's not going to be a personal question. So you had mentioned earlier you've been doing this for 20 plus years, but the nerves sometimes still get to you, when you're about to go and perform.
No, I've been doing this for 30 some years.
On stage performance too?
Yeah, 30 some years. Last 20 years I didn't perform in Australia or New Zealand. Last time I performed here was about 12 years ago.
Oh, fantastic. So before you go up on stage, question for
Oh, I'm nervous, I'm tired.
Yeah, tell us, like, is there a pep talk you give yourself?
No, there's no time.
There's no time. Let's just go.
Just bring.
Katrina?
All right. No, I actually try and not think about it. I find if I think about it and think, let me think more, then it starts playing on your mind. I think everyone's really well rehearsed. Honestly, we had the whole production happening in Bombay a good month before. On my act, I really put in a lot of thought because, as I said, I'd already performed here last year, and I really wanted it to be something really different from if you'd seen that act. So the whole team, the JA events, the entire team who has put together the DaBangg tour, they've really gone all out on this one, I have to say. And, you know, they said the entries are going to be like this, the lighting's going to be like this, and, you know, sometimes you don't get everything. But this time when we saw the first show in Atlanta, I was myself really blown away. The entries are spectacular. The feel on the stage that you get is spectacular. So you've got so much support, so you just go out there to have a good time.
The thing with me is, I'm praying before I go on stage that I don't slip.
That happened to Beyonce.
Hmm?
She did fall on stage once.
She did? I've fallen out so many times on stage. But then to make it look like it's not a fall, I fall again.
In the first show, my shoelace was open, and I thought for a minute, what do I do? Then I realized there's nothing you can do. So I just stopped, bent down, tied my shoelace, looked left and right, okay.
Shoelace open on stage is better than zip being open on stage.
Are you talking from experience? Are you talking from experience here?
Yes, yes, I have a lot of experience. And especially when you do that Tinka Chika step, when you have it.
Thank you. And
Hi Salman, so let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rinku Srivastava, and I drive a lovely group of 200 or over 200 MD, Desi females, super talented of Bay Area. And so we are hugely excited to have you here. My question to you is, you have like zillion followers, and your work does not need no endorsement. How have you ever thought about, sorry?
Giving it all up.
That would be, have you, one thing is, I would love to have
No, I didn't have it 2 days ago, before Maine Pyar Kiya.
So have you,
I'm holding on tables real tight.
have you ever thought about, now that you're such a big, huge, super celebrity, to create use this platform of this glowing media to do something for community, to do something
for serving mankind and to have a global message across the
Also mankind.
Salman, 2 words, being human.
Being human.
Yeah, she's really busy taking care of people, treating people. But you can ask all the doctors in India what we do. We try. The thing is that I don't have any foreign remittance here, so I can't do anything outside the country. Once I get it, then I'm sure. But there's so much to do in India right now.
Yeah, charity begins at home.
Yes.
Thank you again for your questions. And just a quick reminder, please try and let's keep it short so that everybody who has a question and can get a turn.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to remind everyone about that.
And also, since we are announcing the names, you don't have to reintroduce yourselves. Thank you. Next
Okay,
question.
I have somebody who, Gagan, wherever you are, please stand up. And Gagan is going to ask a question via sign language and I'm going to translate that. Gagan, go ahead. So he's right there. Yes, come on.
Sit down. Yeah. Sit down, please. Yeah.
Let me translate that. So what Gagan is asking is, what's your favorite thing to do when you are in America? Thank you, Gagan.
While you are not doing the shows.
The favorite thing to do in America is get all our people who are here, right here, and who come to watch us, get them a lot of smiles and give them a lot of happiness.
Thank you for your question, and I
And then we have the youngest fan of yours, Daksha. Daksha, your question.
First of all of you, welcome to the Bay Area. I know you've come after a really long time and you've returned from Dream Team. I was there. I absolutely loved your performance.
I cannot story answer
And
that
Salman
question.
sir, my entire family is a huge fan of yours. Our wardrobes are full of being human merchandise. So I've grown up watching you, in fact, and I've always wanted to ask you this. I've always seen that bracelet on your hand. In every movie, every place you've been, and I've always wanted to know, what's the story behind that bracelet? Why is it so important to you?
So,
Okay, let's not stand in front of the camera.
my father used to wear this bracelet. My father had this bracelet. It looked really good in his hand. So one day in the afternoon, he was sleeping, so I slid it off his hand like this. So it comes off like this, and I copied one for me. So that's how I got this bracelet. So I must have been about 16, 17 years old then, and since then I've had this.
Thank you, Daksha, for your question. And our next one is from Dr. Koya, Fiji Sun TV. Go ahead, please.
Assalamualaikum, Salman sir. You went to Australia last time. Do you have any plans to go to Fiji?
Yeah.
Next trip.
Fiji.
I'll be there.
पहले सैन होजे आ जाएं उसके बाद फीजी.
Little India. Thank you so much.
I know there are a lot of people there, in Fiji. Yeah, but I think we are planning to go to Fiji. Yes.
Thank you. Next is Azmi from Dunia New TV Pakistan. Azmi.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हाँ, मैं दुनिया टीवी पाकिस्तान से बजरंगी भाईजान, उसके बाद टाइगर जिंदा रहेगा। What is the next?
उसके बाद हमें पिक्चर शायद करेंगे जिसमें जोया जिंदा रहेंगी.
Thank you.
I'm just going to ask Katrina, do you want to add to that since you're also part of that movie?
I couldn't agree more. I can't wait for it.
Very nice. And then we have another youngsters, Rajbir ji, kids. Rajbir ji, bache. Where are the kids? Okay.
Pass the microphone.
In front of camera.
Hello, Salman, and hello, Katrina.
Hello, sweetheart.
I wanted to ask, with such a busy schedule, how do you get time to focus on yourself, like working out and just doing things for yourself?
Oh. So just the rehearsals for the show, keeps us kind of really fit. Because I'm on stage for about an hour and some minutes, and it's a really hectic performance. So it's actually like running about dancing on stage for like 15 to 16 minutes non-stop. It's like running for about 10 miles. So, and I've got 3 of these performances. So that kind of keeps you fit. And then before you go on stage, then you work out in the gym, then you come back and you stretch, etc. Then the food is correct. So eat healthy. She eats really healthy.
I eat healthy. I spent 8 hours yesterday looking for a gym in Los Angeles. Because the first one just had machines. The second one just had more machines, and I wanted a functional space. So if you put your mind to it, you can find it. You just have
She
to
spent
really
8 hours looking for a gym. So she didn't work out for those 8 hours. I managed to do it in my room.
I'm actually asking the press if you have asked all the questions that you have to, because I have some other non-press little kids and adults who are going to ask the questions. Did you all this year? Have I missed anyone? No, first the press. Have I missed anyone? No.
I think you're good.
Hanji, boliye, Sargam TV. Can you have the mic, please? Can you pass on the mic?
Hi, welcome to the Bay Area, and my name is Varinder Obi from Sargam TV and USA Bharat Today newspaper. Actually, my host, Usma, I want to ask you a question.
Let me take a breath before I pass out. So I want to say salam to you first, and I'm Usma from Sargam TV. And the first thing I want to let you know, not only Indian American and Indian people, Pakistani American and people in Pakistan, they love you, and they all call you Bhai, except me.
I know that.
I don't call you Bhai.
Pakistanis, Bangladesh, Arab, Egyptian.
Everyone's Bhai except us.
Afghanistan, yeah. Afghanistan.
Okay, so मेरा आपसे जो क्वेश्चन है वो है कि बजाएंगे भाईजान की हमेशा
My great grandfather came down from Afghanistan about 6 generations ago.
तो मेरा आपसे ये क्वेश्चन है, हमेशा से मैं आपकी फैन रही हूँ, लेकिन बजरंगी भाईजान की बात जो मूवी है, I don't think मैंने कोई ऐसी मूवी देखी जिसमें मैं non-stop I was just crying because it's close to my heart. Because my auntie, she cannot talk and she's have this problem. But regardless of everything, it's very close to everyone's heart. So right now there is a topic like whatever happening with the kids. It's not in India, it's everywhere else as well.
It's everywhere in the world.
So my
question, like now.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. So if anytime, if you feel that this topic, if you can make a movie about that, so I think people will listen to
I speak on this really openly, and I think anybody harming any child should be taken to task. I mean, he's not even a human being to me. How could anyone hurt a kid emotionally, physically, psychologically, no way.
Thank you for your question. And Sai, or wherever you are, Sai, you're next. Sai, go ahead with your question.
Hello guys, I just have one simple question for you guys. So what do you hope the impact of your shows to be in Bollywood cinema and Bollywood songs?
That Katrina will answer.
I hope the impact of the DaBangg tour in America just leaves behind spectacular memories and the best night of everyone's year. In terms of what it can add to the movies, I think this is where we bring what the movies have given to us and perform it for you. So I don't think it adds to the movies. We take the best songs that you've seen in the movies, whatever you've experienced in the cinema, the songs which you love, the movies which you love, and you kind of see them recreated on stage in front of you. So I'm just hoping that at the end of these 3 weeks, we have left behind a lot of happy people.
Thank you, and
What I
again...
can say is, thank you for still being in touch with our culture, with our people, with your stars, that is us there in India. Thanks a lot, and I thank your parents and the grandparents for keeping you still in touch with all of us.
Thank you. And we have your brother, Sohail Khan from TV9, who wants to ask a question.
He's changed drastically since yesterday. I swear to recognize you. What happened to you, buddy?
भाईजान अस्सलाम वालेकुम भैया और कैटरीना जी को बताइए भाईजान वही क्वेश्चन शादी
वही थोड़ी देर में थोड़ी
because we are from Hyderabad sir और हैदराबाद में तो आपके बहुत सारे फैन हैं and always everyone will be I mean wherever we go like Salman भाई की शादी and all
हैदराबाद जी बहुत खुश है आपकी शादी हो गई है
नहीं भाई
अब एक बहन की शादी करा दी हमने हैदराबाद में लखनऊ में शादी करा दी थी मेरा थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा
Thank you, and we have from Telugu Times, Mr. Subbarao.
Thank you, Salman ji. Welcome to Bay Area. You are on the
Prabhu Dev और Las Vegas में से
Yeah, we run a Telugu paper.
वो आ रहे हैं Prabhu Dev is with his childhood friends who he's known from school. So this was a last minute thing. So he's there, and Jackie, Jacqueline, and Daisy have gone to Universal with my nephew and my sister, which I was also supposed to be there. I think I've hurt my nephew's feelings very badly, which I'll go and, I don't, somewhere subconsciously, he's only 2 years old.
I did not ask the question.
And Sonakshi is doing a photo session today, so we couldn't cancel her. Otherwise, we all would have been here. Manish Paul, we didn't want to be here. अब आपका सवाल सर.
Yeah, thank you. See, you are on the top chair, success last 20-25 years. When the commercial cinema profile is changing.
It's not me, it's all of you people.
Yeah.
Yes. Done that to me.
In the commercial cinema, every time, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How do you change as a...
So I'm just going back to the thinking like the way I used to think when I was a child and wanted to go see a movie. I was just thinking the same thing. Why would I want to go and see a film on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or go to the theater and watch a movie? So I need to give the fans that. So the best thing is to do is not to do a boring, shitty film.
And I think, let me also divert that question to Katrina, because you had quite a successful and pretty long run of someone who had to learn the language. You're a fantastic dancer, and it looks like you were part of this industry forever. So what do you have to say? What do you say is the contributing factor to your, I would say, 10-15-year career now, and still going strong?
I'm working with fantastic people whenever I'm going to Yes, of course. And always being willing to learn, I think, and making sure that wherever I am, whether it's on a show, whether it's on a movie set, being 1,000% there. That was one thing which Anil Kapoor had instilled in me in the beginning. He was very, very conscious of that. No matter how many years you've been in the industry, no matter how much you're working, Never take any day for granted. Take every day like this could be your last chance to perform in front of the camera. And just love what you do. For me, I love what I do, and I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to be in a job, doing a job, which I love so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Till the time your profession, your hobby is, your profession is not your hobby, you're not going to be interested. And only the things that you're interested in, you excel in them. So you need to be really dedicated, really interested in your work. Otherwise, why do it? Then it just becomes hamali. You just have to do it just because you need to be a part of that, and it's no point. It's just boring, and it just comes out. People around you at work, comes out at home. You become the most irritable, the most unhappy person. Everyone around you also has to go through that. So I guess, like, for example, even in school, there's some subjects that you used to love and some you used to hate. So the ones that you hated, you never passed in them. You got really low marks. So if you just got interested in that, you would excel.
I think we can all relate to that latter part for sure.
Thank you. Bhavani.
Hi, Salmanji. So I am Bhavani from Golden Touch, and we've been working on this show for the last 9 months. And it's been an amazing journey, and we're so
Now she's going to be delivered.
That is true. The reason we did this show is because we're all your big fans, and you've inspired so many people around the world. We would like to know, who is your inspiration?
My father. Actually, it's my mother, but I have to give my father that credit. He gets really upset if I don't do this.
Thank you. I know I got an indication that they're almost running out of time. You've seen the media here, you've seen the digital media here, and me and Shrija, we're from the radio, Bolly 92.3. We interviewed you, Salman ji, and I interviewed you, Katrina ji. And first of all, I have to thank Bhavesh ji. In the middle of the night, I used to bug him for the interviews, and in fact, Katrina gave me almost past like 11:30. Appreciate your dedication, and Bhavesh ji, thank you for making this happen. And on behalf of Bolly 92.3 FM, we want to thank you and the entire team, and Shrija, please add to that.
Yes, and I would say a personal thank you too, because I know, especially with Salman ji, you were shooting in the middle of the night for Race 3, and to take that time out for us. But I'll say the number of times we had requests to replay that interview on the station, never ever had requests like that ever before. So this was totally, completely, we were bowled over, by your generosity in giving us that interview. So thank you to both of you. And I also want to add, Bolly 92.3 FM is very, very proud to be the exclusive radio partner of DaBangg, the tour reloaded in San Jose. And thank you to everyone who's
you are so precious for us. I love you. I'm your craziest fan. I love you.
Now that you said that, I will. I promise you.
Please, you are the reason of happiness for millions.
Yes.
Salman, I have one quick question. When do you plan to launch Shirapaj in the movies?
Launch? Shirapaj is going to be launched out of space.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
Salmanji, I have a question for you.
What is it?
Hi, Salman, Uncle. How are you? On Saturday, I'll be performing on the stage with you.
Just a request to everybody to please move back and let's not crowd the front here. Thank you. Please, if you could, everyone could just move back. You can also always zoom in and get the pictures. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As I said, it means a whole lot to us.